everybody. I'm Drew Palmer. On guitar, the one and only Flip Jensen. When we put these hats on, we become the really bad actuarial band, RBAB. You may be wondering where the name Flip came from. A long time ago, we had an actuarial basketball team that played in a rec league on Wednesday night. Actuarial basketball. Jim was our point guard, and he liked to stop at the top of the key and pop the J, just like Flip Saunders when he played at the University of Minnesota. The only problem is he could only do that when he didn't turn the ball over. Now, before we really get started, I've got to ask a favor of you. I volunteered at the church this year to help with confirmation preparation. Catholic Church, as you can understand, is pretty careful these days. Well, they ran a background check. And they also asked me to sign a form, basically promising that I wouldn't mess with children or vulnerable adults, physically, mentally, or other. The child part of that is no problem. I mean, every child is precious and beautiful and deserving of our care and respect. More importantly, I can usually tell a child when I see one. But the vulnerable adults part is more of a challenge. I can't always identify that. So I've got to warn you, because some people have said what we're going to do up here is offensive. So if any of you are feeling vulnerable tonight, I'd appreciate it if you could just get the hell out of here. Now, we've sung this song about a million times. It's going out to all you mamas out there.
Play it, Jim, play it!
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be actuaries. Don't let them read math books or learn APL. Make them dig ditches or work in hotels. Don't let your babies grow up to be actuaries. They'll study all night after working all day, just to become FSAs. Actuaries are smarter than most, and they're prettier too. The worst part of their job is just trying to explain what they do. Product development and valuation, creating a multi-year plan. They work hard when they're working, but they take their breaks and extend them whenever they can. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be actuaries. Don't let them read math books or learn APL. Make them dig ditches or work in motels. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be actuaries. They'll study all night after working all day, just to become FSAs. Actuaries like cross-country skiing and trying to play softball. Pizza and popcorn and beer and M's after lunch. Them that don't know them won't like them, and them that do sometimes wish they'd never met them. Ain't strange, they're just different once you get to know them. They're really a pretty fun bunch. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be actuaries. You can sing along. Don't let them read math books or learn APL. Make them dig ditches or work in hotels. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be actuaries. They'll study all night after working all day, just to become FSAs. Thank you. You know, Tim talked earlier about, several people talked about Jim's how Ameriprise makes money. I am one person who never saw Jim do is how Ameriprise makes money. I almost did. I left my office, I got in the elevator, and the elevator started to move, and I go, shit, this is the guy who priced our first long-term care product. You know, Jim and Sandy and my wife Kathy and I, we took a cruise together back in 1990. We had just an all-around fabulous time. But the thing that I remember most is how Jim took a liking to a mannequin in one of the shops on the ship. The mannequin was posed like this. So Jim struck that pose in virtually every photo we took. The whole crew. Yeah, more seriously. Khalil Gibran, he wrote, "Work is love made visible," and I think Jim has really simplified that. He's always enjoyed what he's done, whatever it was, and he's brought great enthusiasm to the office every day. I also think of an old Jackson Browne song, The Pretender. It starts, "I'm going to rent myself a house in the shade of the freeway. I'm going to pack my lunch in the morning and go to work each day. When the evening rolls around, I'll go home and lay my body down. When the morning light comes streaming in, I'll get up and do it again." And then he goes on to say, "I'm going to be a happy idiot and struggle with the legal tender." And I think for the last 28 and a half years, Jim has been one of the happiest idiots we've had. I am almost never happy.
Rebuttal.
Now, this is a song about Jim leaving. We call it 60 Weeks of Severance. Living on the 60 weeks of severance, 2 years of bonus, that won't hurt at all. And it'll cash to live a carefree lifestyle, where the stress comes from making hard calls at the mall. Morning comes and I get up, sit down with a coffee cup, read the paper, sure ain't much good news. Financial stocks sold off some more, no progress made in Iraq's war, and the Twins just cut more high-priced talent loose. Best wishes, Ameriprise, I'm leaving. Go on and be the best that you can be. When the clock starts on my 60 weeks of severance, I'll be gone and no more say it begins with me. From the business, from the actuaries and the old guard, open and cling with bears on calling shots. Pass exams, but not without some trouble, like the other happy idiots. Started working with advisors and the leaders of the field. Learned a lot from watching Lennox be the best. Know yourself and what you want. Put your goals right out in front, and the people that you lead will do the rest. Best wishes, Ameriprise, I'm leaving. Go on and be the best that you can be. When the clock starts on my 60 weeks of severance, I'll be gone and no more say it begins with me. Living on 60 weeks of severance, we're getting this virgin news. 2 years of bonus, that won't hurt at all. Ample cash to live a carefree lifestyle, where the stress comes from making hard calls at the mall. Morning comes and I get up, sit down with my coffee cup, read the paper, sure ain't much good news. Financial stocks sold off some more, no progress made in Iraq's war, and the gym's just cut more high-priced talent. Best wishes, Ameriprise, I'm leaving. Go on and be the best that you can be. When the clock starts on my 60 weeks of severance, I'll be gone and no more say it begins with me. I'll be gone and no more say it begins with me. Jim, what's next for him? You know, he's confided in me that. And I can tell you that the experience he's gained with the RBAB is one of the things that's really going to prepare him well for his next adventure. So when we started with this, we were both shy, reserved, quiet, speak only when spoken to types of guys.
Yeah.
Getting up and doing this, often in front of large groups, rarely with any preparation. I think it's really given each of us a lot of confidence, helps us get over any fear of public speaking. You know, this is the Christmas season, so I'll try this by analogy. You know that Dr. Seuss story about the Grinch and how at the end they say the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day? Yeah? That's what happened to my balls the first time The vulnerable adults should be able to come back to it. You may think it's coincidence that Jim's leaving Ameriprise just a few weeks before the Iowa caucuses. But we're here to announce tonight that Jim is throwing his hat in the ring. Hillary tries to become the first woman president, and Barack tries to become the first black president. Jim is going to be running as the first actuary president. This is his campaign song. We need an actuary. Whether a Republican or a New Deal Democrat, all of those who have declared are just not who we need. The economy's a scary place. Dollar lost the currency race. Housing starts are in the tank. That credit burned the banks. I think we need an actuary. Somebody smart who plays guitar. An actuary. That's not really so bizarre. Baby boomers growing old. Retirement planning's lax, we're told. Medicare's been broke for years. Prescription drugs are gold. Fix the bridges, fund the schools. reduce our use of fossil fuels. Someone has to take a stand for fear of breaking rules. I think we need an actuary. Somebody trained for thinking long. I think we need an actuary to fix everything that's wrong. My daughter did the choreography. I think we need an actuary. Everybody, somebody smart plays guitar. I think we need an actuary. That's not really so bizarre. I think we need an actuary. Somebody trained in thinking long. I think we need an actuary to fix everything